Sara Dady is back tonight from Dady Law Group. We are talking about Memorial Day and about serving in the military if you're an immigrant.
That's right. We're talking about immigrants in the military.
Yes. So let's start with Memorial Day. Why was it established?
So Memorial Day was established to honor the Union soldiers who fought in the Civil War.
Okay.
And the first observation of Memorial Day was May 30th, 1868.
Okay, so quite just quick time right after the Civil War. It
Right.
happened pretty fast.
Right.
And so immigrants in the military, when you said we were talking about that, I literally was like, I didn't know that was a topic. Like I just assumed that immigrants that maybe if they weren't citizens yet weren't in the military. So there's probably some details here that you got to think about.
Yeah, and I mean, I found it really surprising that 1 out of every 4 Union soldiers in the Civil War were immigrants.
Okay, wow.
You know, and immigrants in 1860 made up about the same percentage of our population that they do today, which is about 13% of our population. But 1 in 4 immigrants were Union soldiers.
Wow, and that would make a lot of veterans immigrants as well.
Absolutely, and immigrants have continued their contribution to the U.S. Armed Forces since the Civil War.
Yeah.
And immigrants make, there are about 730,000 immigrant veterans living in the United States today.
It's really amazing when you think about it, because obviously fighting in the military in the United States, fighting for your country, and then to think that all of those people are willing to fight for their country when this isn't their initial country, or, you know.
Right, they were born in another country, they
wow.
came to the United States and have served the United States. So immigrant veterans make up about 4.5% of all veterans in the United States.
So now when we're talking about someone who isn't a citizen, can they serve in the military?
Great question, Michelle. So to enlist in the U.S. military, you either have to be a United States citizen or a permanent resident, a green card holder. There is a special program for certain people who have exceptional abilities who are not U.S. citizens or permanent residents to enlist in the military. It's called the MAVNI program. So people who have exceptional language ability in a rare language like maybe African French.
Okay. It's very interesting. So there are likely a lot of immigrants who are on active duty right now.
Yes, there are about 45,000 immigrants currently serving on active duty in the U.S. Armed Forces. So about 5,000 green card holders per year enlist in the U.S. military.
And now if we're talking about undocumented people who are part of these families, can undocumented people serve in the military?
Well, no, they cannot. You have to be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident or fall into this very rare, exceptional MAVNI program. But we have a lot of U.S. citizens and permanent residents serving in the military whose parents or spouses are undocumented. So it's estimated there are about 80,000 undocumented parents and spouses of active duty personnel right now.
And so why is that okay, I guess is the question. Why is that allowed?
Well, it's not okay.
Oh, it's not okay.
But that's why we have a law.
Yeah.
We have a law called the Military Parole in Place program, which allows undocumented parents and spouses of active duty or veterans of the U.S. military to apply for permission to be in the United States.
Which makes sense.
Because, you know, one of the reasons that law was passed was because people who are serving this country shouldn't have to be worried about if their mom is going to get deported while they're serving this country.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Great conversation to have as we get ready for Memorial Day weekend. You can reach out to Sara, DadyLawGroup.com. Thanks so much for coming in and teaching us some stuff today,
Thanks
Sara.
for having me. Happy Memorial Day.
Spirit Day is next. Ross from Lima Mar Restaurant and Cocktail Bar getting us ready to make the yolk. Don't go anywhere.
The preceding